Welcome to my views on news. ENDF and EDF's military offensive gaining momentum. More and more towns of Tigray coming under the control of Ethiopian federal forces, Eritrean military and Amhara regional forces. Yesterday they captured Aksum, then strategic city of Adwa came under their control. And now another key city of Tigray reportedly has come under ENDF and EDF control. Ethiopian and Eritrean soldiers have entered the city Adigrat. I'm talking about Adigrat. Reportedly, Ethiopian federal forces and Eritrean military are in Adigrat these minutes. Yesterday, when ENDF and EDF captured Adwa, they moved towards Adigrat from two directions. From Adwa in eastern direction, they moved towards Adigrat. And secondly, we know that for days, Eritrean military and ENDF, they've been trying to move towards Adigrat through Zalambasa from Eritrea, from Eritrean soil. And for weeks, Adigrat has been under shelling. Now, reportedly, from two directions, EDF and ENDF, they managed to reach Adigrat. Tigray forces have retreated from Adigrat towards Mekelle, and they'll now move not only towards Mekelle but towards central Tigray, because yesterday when Tigray forces lost Adwa, majority of TDF fighters retreated in southern direction towards Abayadi. Some towards Adigrat were also seen moving toward Adigrat, but most of Tigray fighters, they entered central Tigray from Adwa yesterday. And now from Adigrat as well, reportedly TDF is retreating towards central Tigray. Last town now which is under TDF control, main town, not the last town because there are some others as well. Last major city under TDF control is Mekelle, Tigray's capital. We have been hearing since yesterday that some Tigray soldiers, Tigray government officials, they had started withdrawing from Mekelle towards central Tigray in western direction. No confirmation, but obviously if Tigray forces have lost Aksum, Adwa and Adigrat, they'll be making preparations for a new phase of this war, which will be fought in central Tigray. There is no point in remaining in control of Mekelle if TDF has lost all other strategic places around Mekelle. So sooner or later, TDF will definitely withdraw from Mekelle as well. Adigrat and Adwa, Shere were three places. There were thousands of Tigray fighters deployed on these three fronts. TDF only tried to defend Shere. We must be clear. TDF is not trying to defend Adwa. It isn't trying to defend Adigrat as well. It tried to defend only Shere. Shiraro too, it could not defend Shere. All other gains, territorial gains of ENDF and EDF after Shere were the result of TDF's plan to withdraw. Yes, they could not defend Shere. We'll have to say that. That is what happened. They tried their best, they could not. Other retreats are mainly because Tigray forces are working on a new plan. The plan that they worked on in the first phase of the conflict. So, yes, there was fighting close to Adwa, close to Aksum, small scale fighting, no large scale fighting, and on Adigrat front as well. There was fighting last time reportedly. But overall, TDF wanted to withdraw. it withdrew from Adigrat towards the central Tigray. Now, what next? In coming hours, talks will be held in South Africa. Could there be fall of Mekele before talks start in South Africa? Now, it did not seem possible maybe 2 days ago, but now it seems that Mekele could come under ENDF, EDF control in coming hours, because Adigrat has been lost. So coming hours crucial. But again, as I'm saying, that these are retreats and withdrawals which are happening without large-scale fighting on the ground. Main battlefield is going to be Central Tigray if there is no breakthrough in South Africa on Monday. So Monday is crucial, viewers. If talks fail, it means new battlefield will be Central Tigray. Abadi areas to the east of Shire Gondar Road, to the west of Mekele Adigrat, Mekele Matthew Road, to the north of Amhara regions Abergale, to the south of Eritrea. That is what is likely. It could happen if there is no breakthrough at the meetings due to be held in South Africa on Monday. Meanwhile, Ethiopian government today released a statement through its communication ministry. The statement is another attempt to put pressure upon Western countries, because we saw that on Saturday there were massive demonstrations across Ethiopia. Then today there were demonstrations across Amhara region of Ethiopia. In Gondar, in Dassi, Kambolcha, Waldia, Debre Birhan, Kamise, there were large demonstrations. People protested against alleged foreign intervention, against alleged use of humanitarian aid for backing TPLF. And Ethiopian government in its statement around 2 hours ago used the word sovereignty several times. The statement mentions several times the word sovereignty. So, and the statement clearly says that Western countries, foreign powers must respect Ethiopian territorial integrity and sovereignty. The countries must not be involved in a proxy war in Ethiopia. They should not support TPLF. So, before Monday's talks, we know that in Monday's talks will include not only African Union but also other officials as well. Mike Hammer is in the Horn of Africa, and his visit includes South Africa, Kenya and Ethiopia. So I think he will be in South Africa on Monday. Other European officials, UN officials, they are also in South Africa. EU not invited reportedly. But Western US officials, they are playing a major role in the start of these talks in South Africa. Though you see only statements from African Union. But behind the scenes, US, UN, EU, they are playing a role. And they'll be there in South Africa on Monday. So, Ethiopian government, through its statement, through today's protests, through yesterday's protests, is putting pressure upon West and US that they should not support TPLF at tomorrow's meetings in South Africa. It would be interesting to see the positions taken by Ethiopian federal government and Tigray regional government in talks in South Africa tomorrow. If you remember, when last time they met in Djibouti, Sadkan showed a map to Ethiopian government officials, Ethiopian government representatives. Sadkan back then said to the federal government officials that show us the areas of Tigray which are under your control. So you have no military leverage. Let's sit and find a way out. But now things have changed. Battlefield balance is tilting in favor of Ethiopian federal government. Sadgan cannot show a map to Ethiopian federal government representatives at the meetings tomorrow, because Tigray has lost all major towns except Mekelle, which could come under ENDF, EDF control in coming hours. Maybe in coming days, if not coming hours. Let's see what happens. Adigrat has come under ENDF, EDF control. That is what is being confirmed by most sources. Thank you for watching.